This is quite a masterpiece, a custom designed wine cellar by them. Everything is of the highest quality.
I think it's the only house in West Palm Beach that you can see the ocean over Palm Beach Island, a Billionaires row. And this again, it's the first wine room manufactured and designed by Patron Fra, delivered to the United States.
Every little piece has a history, has a reason to see and to have the chance to buy a brand new home.
Start the conversation then.
Sure.
First of all, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Amazing.
Yeah, this is exciting.
I cannot wait to see the house.
Well, it's really a architectural masterpiece in my opinion. It's the best house in West Palm Beach, including mine,
Okay.
which
wow.
I also built.
Uh-huh.
This one's better. It's on the easternmost point, as you can see from the back here.
Correct.
So the road, where all the houses are, right,
Uh-huh.
comes around, and it's you can have 180-degree views, and on the third floor see over Palm Beach Island
Uh-huh.
to the ocean, making it that a very unique elevation for this house. And that doesn't include if you were on the roof.
Okay.
That's only from the third floor viewing, deck, which you see at the top of the house right there. It's 13,500 square feet. It's earshot of Mar-a-Lago and the Southern Bridge. You can see the second-story pool, making it really the only second-story pool in this whole area.
Okay.
And that's really important because having lived on this street myself, just right over there,
Okay.
on literally at that house, if it's in the backyard, you may as well be anywhere. But on the second floor, you can enjoy beautiful views and privacy.
Okay.
It has everything you could imagine, and the whole entire interior is done by Patron Fra, who makes all the seats. I'm sure you've heard of them, and dashboards for Ferraris.
Okay.
It's probably the most elevated Italian furniture brand in the industry, and they made a unique, magnificent kitchen, the first of its kind in the United States. They've never brought their kitchens to the U.S.
Uh-huh.
except for in condos. So this is quite a masterpiece, a custom designed wine cellar by them, all the furniture by them. Everything is of the highest quality. The house has 2 full kitchens for entertaining, full staff area,
Real staff area.
a real staff area, sleeping quarters, manager's office, package, drop off, arrival, the whole thing, staff bathroom. And then on top of it, there's a beautiful movie theater, a magnificent master bedroom, which takes up the whole left quadrant of the house, a separate sort of building below the master that could be a guest house or it can be your gym. I'm kind of voting for gym, but it depends what your needs are. 5 other bedroom, views that don't stop and access. You can see it's a 7-minute drive to the airport, 5-minute drive to Mar-a-Lago.
30-second flight in a helicopter.
30-second flight in a helicopter and a 10-minute drive to the breakers. You can't beat that. And you're sporting the views of these $200 million mansions across on Palm Beach.
It's true. Paying a fraction.
Yeah, you're paying a fraction per square foot. You're at 3,700 square. This is called the South of Southern Bridge. It's the estate section. And the cool part is, even though you may have seen the Trump lane here, is that we are just out of the flight path.
Yes.
So you were able to fly here today.
Yes, true.
So there's no plane noise in this part of town south of the bridge, this far south of the bridge, as opposed to at my house where I have airplanes all day long over my house when Trump's not here. It's superior in that way.
Look at this.
Corner lot, 2 entrances. Everything is custom on the home. The windows, the fins on the outside. Second story pool is 2 pools. We built one inside the other with a series of drains that then drain out through the walls. No scuppers or gutters on the house. Everything to last, and built with the utmost of intention, you know, with all the drains hidden through the walls and buried in the ground. It's nothing that they didn't think of from an architectural standpoint. Then you come down here south of South Flagler, and you're entering into, you know, an area that's still on the rise. You know, you're heading towards Lake Worth here. These this land goes for less per square foot than south of Southern, which one of the two most highest square foot, you know, per price, you know, for land. I sold at the end of this street, half on the water and half off, 21.5 million, just a few streets down from this house for land only, where they have to bring in, you know, several feet of fill, and the house only has a half view, not nearly the views of this house, and that was just for a piece of land.
I see. And the ocean here, the water is always warm the whole year here in Miami, which I love. Some part of Brazil that I travel every year, you cannot go in the water. It's so cold. South of Brazil, you cannot even go in the water. And here, you can enjoy the beach 365 days.
Well, yeah, and boating. I mean, we didn't talk about the dock.
Oh, it's true. So you have the best of both worlds. You have ocean, and you have marina. You have a boat sleep over there, right?
100-foot dock, brand new, power and electric. You could fit about an 80-foot boat. We had a beautiful Italian boat there I had an event for the 1640 Society there, and we brought in a beautiful Italian boat. It was about 70 to 80 feet and fit there beautifully. I have pictures of it.
Okay.
We're about 13 feet at the end of the dock, and that's it. And then at low tide, even I drove by last weekend in my own boat. It was 8 feet at low tide.
Oh wow.
Not too bad though.
Serious homes here, huh?
Yeah, you're talking about. See, we're across from some of the most magnificent properties in all of Palm Beach, which span between. These are the only houses where you get ocean to intercoastal. Well, there is some. This is Billionaires Row. Okay, that's what it's called.
Also, here's the famous Billionaires Row.
Yeah, we're just about to pass Steve Wynn's house. Do you see that right there with the red roof?
How cool.
That's where Steve Wynn lives, yeah? These are all $100 to $200 million homes for the most part.
The one with the horse? That's Steve Wynn?
That's his, yeah.
I see.
Then you come into Sloan's Curve. This is where Sean Hannity lives, right here.
I'm gonna go to the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, these we don't show those later.
No, those are condos. Yeah, but like these, I can remember, I don't know what they'd sell for now. That was like $5 million a few years ago. I bought a client a house here, a couple streets back that way, for 1.8 right after COVID. You know, it's worth over 10 now. I mean, the value.
Wow.
And here's the property. They haven't torn the house down yet. It's behind the bushes, and the rest of the land is right there. 21.5 million.
Old house.
To a Palm Beach billionaire who lives right across there for his daughter to build a house. There's no other house like this South Flagler house that we're talking about today. There's no other house like it in West Palm Beach. It's after, you see that round thing on the house? It's the next one next to it. And that modern house has been here since the 90s. Still well maintained, beautiful as a neighbor to this house.
Okay, here we go. So we cannot go north. That's our limit.
You can see Mar-a-Lago there. You might want to catch that just to show people how close you are.
Okay, so we gain some altitude here.
Just to show you how close you are, you know, to.
So famous neighbors. We have Trump right there. We have Stephen Wynn right there. Who else?
Well, I believe Rod Stewart lives on this street somewhere. Okay. One of these houses. A lot of great friends of mine. Right. I mean, there's been all kinds of. I mean, Ken Griffin lives down the street there. He's taken over, you know, 4 or 5 lots together. And well, there are lots of.
So how about we land and go check out the house?
Yeah, that would be great.
Let's do that. You wanna fly over anything else, like your own house? Or
well, my own house you can't get to. It's right across from Mar-a-Lago.
Okay.
But I would appreciate it one other time. But
another day.
Yeah, I mean, it's just. I guess he just decided to come down and play some golf.
Oh yeah. Do it.
Mar-a-Lago is closed except for the beach club. They're open till the end of the month. Beach club and the tennis courts are open. Hi there.
I see.
Did you get some good pictures?
So I guess we can go back then?
Yeah, well, this was incredible. Thank you so much.
Welcome to West Palm Beach. Hillary, thank you for having us.
You're welcome. It's such a pleasure to have you. That was so much fun in your helicopter.
Right?
Yeah, it was awesome.
And we could see how close we are to the ocean,
Yes.
how close the house is to the water. And you have the best of both worlds. You have the ocean and you have a marina where you can have your own yacht in front of your house.
Right.
So that's
Right.
unbelievable. I can't wait to go inside.
I think it's the only house in West Palm Beach that you can see the ocean over Palm Beach Island, a Billionaires row. You don't have just Palm Beach here. You have the elite
Yes.
properties that run from the ocean to the intercoastal right across from you. And you're on the easternmost point of this street, giving you 180-degree views you can't get anywhere else unless you're in a penthouse in the Bristol.
That's unbelievable. A brand new house that it could be yours. Let's go check it out.
So we're in punch list. We're just about finished with this house. We should get our certificate of occupancy this week.
This week.
Yeah, this week. So,
God.
you know, whoever buys this house, they're going to be the first
Literally brand new.
literally brand spanking new.
Nobody has ever lived here.
No.
Wow.
No.
That's special because normally you see beautiful homes and many families already live there.
Right.
This one is brand spanking new.
Yes.
Wow. Let's go
Yes.
check it out.
This is the entrance gallery. All of the furniture is included, not
And
the
the
art.
art.
The art is not included, but you could buy it. These are 3 Sly Stallones.
Oh, wow.
Sylvester Stallone was quite a painter. Did a lot of his work in the 60s and 70s.
Wow.
And these are on loan from the Provident Art Gallery.
How
And
cool.
they sell these for, and we come inside this house, and if you look up, you've got a 40-foot ceiling up there.
40-foot ceiling.
40-foot
And
ceiling.
water from everywhere. You're looking at water.
Everywhere you're looking at water. There is nowhere in the entire house that you don't have a water view, except for maybe 1 bedroom and a laundry room.
So that would be an office with a view.
This is an office with a view. All of the furniture is by Patron Fra.
Mm-hmm.
This room has got such spectacular views. You could use this room for something else as well and put your office over there if you wanted a little bit more privacy, but I particularly like this room.
Yeah, you can spend all day working here and don't get tired.
Yes, yes. And then there's a projector scheduled for here, and every room has shade pockets all the way around.
Fireplace right there.
Fire pit right there, and beautiful glass doors. So the light is really incredible.
Attention to the details. I see you did some work even in the column here.
Well, you're right. They were faux painted to look like stone, but they really drain the water off of the balcony above. And that's because there's no walls in this room. The drains are hidden inside the columns.
Attention to the details. I know you're famous for that. Don't spare any cost. You want the best. Even if it's not on the eyes of someone like that door that we're talking about, you're like, no, I want the best door here. Doesn't matter if people will see or not. So that shows the level of quality that you put in the house.
Thank you. Well, even the floor boxes here, hidden into the floor, we put them everywhere so you can have many options. You never see anything like for every single outlet. You have a powder room here, Palm Beach style, with its own foyer to the powder room.
How beautiful. Oh my God, this sink. Wow, check out that sink.
Another Sly Stallone on the wall. But I think this staircase system, it brings you up to the 3rd floor. Of course, we have an elevator. And then all the doors open up to your lanai outside. You open up all these doors.
Okay.
They go like this, and you come out to the lanai, which is furnished, but for now, doing the finishing touches on the house, we've put the furniture inside this other area, which we call potentially the gym.
Or an extension of your living room, right?
Yes,
An extension.
it is an extension of the living room with a
Beautiful.
cooking area out here, and all these doors slide open as well. And you come in here, and this could be either a gymnasium or it could be a game room off of the family living room. And this furniture goes on the patio out there.
Again, anywhere you look, you see the water. Anywhere you are, you feel very close to the water. That's amazing.
Well, the architect worked very hard to design it. This could also be a mother-in-law suite. It's got a full bathroom.
Ah, okay.
And a little mini kitchen, a little fridge in there. And so the room is a flex room. But lots of floor outlets in case you decide to make it a gym, which is what I would do.
Beautiful. Yeah, a gym would be great, looking at the water.
So we come back in to this area. Surprise enter this through the kitchen, but as you can see, this is the dining room and the wine room. But I'd rather take you around this way because there are some surprises. In here, again, all Patron Fra, hand-loomed carpet, everything custom just
Brand
for this
new
house.
furniture included.
Do you know the Cuban artist Jorge Luis Santos?
Oh, wow.
He lives in Miami. He painted this for the room.
For the room.
For the room.
That's a serious piece of art.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, have you heard of him? He's
Yeah.
pretty amazing.
Yeah, my mom is an artist, so I grew up in the middle of art. And
Oh, that's fantastic.
yeah, my mom is a painter.
So this is the first kitchen in the world delivered to by Patron Fra. The marbles from one block. It's called Pesco dei Fiori. It's from Italy. Everything in the kitchen is from this Ferrari leather. If you come when I open this, you still smell it. It smells like a new car,
Yeah, you can definitely smell like new.
right? These are all the packages for all the pieces of furniture.
The references, okay.
The references, even the way they do the lighting in each piece, the way the brass sits here. Open that. Beautiful handle. There you go. Everything is hidden.
Double Sub-Zero.
There's
Wow.
well, there's a surprise.
Yeah.
That's one freezer in one of the fridges. Every drawer,
Soft closing.
but mitered and lined with an embossed leather liner from Patron Fra. Even the way they do the corners here. You know, this kind of workmanship is only done in Italy, the sink. And we had about 10 guys from Italy come
Wow,
and
you
install.
have the $1 million kitchen with the $1 million view.
Yeah, so it's really incredible. And even if you were to open, these, everything is, again, trimmed and lined in the Ferrari leather. But the surprise is through that door, actually.
Oh, wow. You have a real industrial kitchen here.
Hidden doors to the staff area.
That's a serious kitchen.
This is for a chef kitchen with 8 different burners over here. And then we just polished the stainless steel. And so we have to put those back on. That's why the faucets are missing, just so everything is perfect before selling your 200 kilowatt generator. You can see a little bit through the chef's window. This is a maid's room behind you, or staff or chef. Full bedroom with a bathroom, and even in the maids, fluorium tile and Fantini fixtures. There's no skimping. It's not like, it's not like we said, and a 12-foot door to her bathroom.
That's the maid's bathroom. Check this out. Your maid will be very happy here.
You might want to take a look down here, yeah.
Back of the house. Oh, another office.
Another office, a landing area for packages,
whatever,
staff bathroom, gift wrapping room, and 1 of 2 laundry rooms. Even here, you can see a lot of builders will tile only around their cabinets. Everything here is tiled to the floor.
I see.
Floor to ceiling.
Beautiful. Oh my God.
Thank
Someone will be very happy here.
One of your fabulous clients.
Yeah.
And then take your secret door passage. Another secret door.
We have another secret door.
Yeah.
Here? Mm-hmm. Ah, okay. For the formal dining, maybe?
Yeah, well, the
Look at
chef
that.
comes out
Wow.
with the food, comes in this way while you're drinking, and we have a secure professional wine system. It's got an amazing... So all of these shelves are actually being made, you see that piece there, so that there's a pocket
Yes.
for each bottle of wine. Mm-hmm. And this, again, it's the first wine room manufactured and designed by Patron Fra, delivered to the United States. And each of those pieces is very intricate. They're not even here yet, that holds each bottle so that they don't roll. From a flat shelf, it turns into that shelf. And it'll hold about 1,000 bottles.
1,000 bottles, wine cellar.
This is 1 of 3 in the United States in Finamente tables with the marble specially picked out by the specialist at Patron Fra from Moderno, Italy, where statuary comes from. But he always is waiting for a unique piece, you know, something that marbles in a unique way. Not
Oh, I feel like every little piece in the house was carefully
curated.
right?
Everybody loves a good movie theater, and you'll notice even the air conditioning closets are 12-foot doors by Garofoli, personally signed by Mr. Garofoli, and I designed these doors with him. He's about like 80-something years old, and it's family business, multiple, you know, buildings. He takes up half the town with his factory.
Very special house because every little piece has a history, has a reason.
Right.
Amazing.
And flush doors. Almost 2 years to make. Lighting underneath the stairs. Honoring your Damien Hirst that's behind you. When you come into the movie theater, you know, you're immersed in these beautiful panels are...
Real movie theater, look at that.
Yeah. And the seats, you sit, they're very famous seats by Patron Fra. They're in the Apple movie theater.
Wow.
In many high-end luxury lounges at airports, and the seats controlled here. Oh, there you go. 4-car garage here. The same material as the driveway. So this is the back entrance to the house. And of course, you have a front entrance as well with a gate, just to show you. Full Crestron system in the house. So this is really the heart and soul of the house outside here. We have the elevated pool with a pool within a pool, which is incredibly cool. So that any seepage out of gunite will drain into the pool below with multiple drains that'll
What is
take
the other pool below? I didn't see. Did we see the other pool?
No, it's hidden inside the shell. You have the shell of the house,
I see.
a pool with drains that drains any kind of seepage from gunite, because gunite will seep. They seep into the ground, they will seep. And that's why people have so many problems with second-story pools, but not here. And then these beautiful fins on the house are made of a custom color that I chose of aluminum, not of wood, and they look so beautiful.
Oh, I thought it was wood.
No.
I see. So it'll last forever.
It lasts
but it looks
forever.
like wood. Ah, look how clever. Wow.
Much more expensive than wood.
Yeah, check this out.
Custom painted aluminum.
This will last forever because it looks like wood, but it's not wood.
But you'll notice even the drains, you know, there'll be no water retention.
Okay, you see, you cannot even notice, but those are drains. So this, even if it's rainy, will always be dry, amazing.
Right. And then this is your dining area, little seating area, bar right here. And a beautiful, how about the view? This is only the second story.
Hi, Trump. Trump's right there. Look, he's waving. Amazing.
And it's always cool here. You always have a nice breeze. You can see the breakers too, down there.
The breakers, yeah. And you get the ocean breeze.
Yeah.
That's why it's so, because you're getting all that ocean breeze here.
And you can see all the way south. So there's no other home on, we call it the mansion section of West Palm Beach, where you can have this view. You can see all the way past the North Bridge here. It's pretty incredible. That building in the far distance is on the water at the North Bridge.
And the most important, you can keep your 100-foot yacht right in front of your house. Go down, cross the street, you have your yacht right there. So this is amazing because normally
And you have the beautiful sunrise here. Look at this. And I think that's, you know, really great because it means that in the afternoon when you're typically by your pool, you're not blazing in the hot sun.
True.
Right? The sun is west of the house by then. And that's the way it is at my house, and I so enjoy it. People over here on Palm Beach Island are baking in the sun in their homes in the afternoon. Yeah. Yeah. So there's so many pluses.
Sunrise right here. So you see the sun literally getting out of the ocean. every day.
Do you see the ocean?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Over there?
Yeah.
And you can see it in a few other places through the homes. And it makes it the only home this high where you can see the ocean in West Palm. So.
Ocean view, my friend. Ocean view.
But you don't know how special this is to see the breakers and Mar-a-Lago and the two bridges. Like there's no other house on the street that comes out this far where you can see all the way down. Because you're far from the inlet, which is where those markers are, you don't get as much wave action if you're keeping a boat not on a lift and in the water.
True. Yeah. And you see all the main landmarks for West Palm here.
Yeah, all the West Palm and Palm Beach landmark. It can be whatever you want it to be. And then you've got 7,500 square feet of roof space, which we do have an architectural plan to make available if somebody wants. They have to put up a railing.
Or a helipad.
Or a helipad or pickleball court. And those bigger drain covers can be changed. And even you could access the roof deck up there. If you want to make something of the roof deck, you can.
Wow. That's amazing. That's another, 7,000 square feet, is that?
It's like 7,500 square feet, yeah. South Flagler House, which is a beautiful, building across the street from the water, like this, at 5,000 a square, just to walk in the door.
And how big is the house?
This is 13.
No, the other one?
Well, that's a condo building. 3,700 a square on Palm Beach Island is like entry point.
Okay. So another barbecue place. So I saw one downstairs.
Yes.
There's another one here. So you have multiple areas. Your son can be doing a party in one side of the house. You can be doing your own thing in another part of the house. So you have multiple areas to entertain simultaneously.
Which is very cool, right?
Super cool.
I told you there's only a couple of spots where you can't see it. One's a laundry room. This is your bathroom for the pool with a shower and a fridge and ice maker, which we leave separately in here, even though we have one at the bar, because they don't last as well outside. I think, should we go right to the master?
You tell me, you're the leader.
Yeah. Well, we have 5 bedrooms up here.
5 bedrooms.
And we have furnished one of them to give you an idea of what you can do.
But it's a total of 7.
If you include the maid's room is 6.
It's okay.
Inside the master, there is an entire another bedroom that we turned into a spa. And right inside the door. So we can move that door if you want that 7th bedroom. Okay. Plus you have the gym, which can also be a guest house because it has a full bath. So it's really flexible depending on how you want to decorate the house. Again, all Patron Fra. Every bedroom except for one has a balcony, even here with a water view.
Still have water view here?
Still have water view. And we really spared no expense on, on the doors.
Again, everything is brand new. Nobody has ever slept here. This is a brand new home.
Calcutta slabs from Florida. Patron Fra guest closets are made from an alternative leather product, but all still by Patron Fra. Every door, as you notice, is 12 feet.
And heavy. Big, heavy doors.
And
solid,
beautiful vanities.
Super
This is by Cocoon. And separate tub in 3 of the different bedrooms from the shower, which I think is also unusual. And most of them have a separate commode. And the flooring matches the doors.
It matches the doors. Everything's floating. The floating toilet, the floating cabinets, top of the line, everything branded.
These are paintings. All these doors are service doors. I had them made in a white to match the walls, exactly the same color, REL 9010. So each, this is air conditioning unit is got its own double doors. So you don't confuse it with walking into a bedroom. And it doesn't look like a sea of oak doors down here. Beautiful art by a guy by the name of Christopher Gephardt. So here you have your big, huge pivot door.
For the master.
For the master. And for your 7th bedroom, you could move the door here. We have it framed in the wall here, but welcome to the spa in the master, which was my choice to do it this way.
Wow, that's a real spa.
The morning bar with a fridge, shampoo bowl. This is for your massage area. And a full bathroom.
What was the idea behind having a bedroom inside the master bedroom?
Well, that this would become the spa.
A spa, okay.
So I took it away as the 7th bedroom. I think most people don't need 7 bedrooms. And if they do, they can move the door and turn this. This is the closet, but I have it prepared for a specific sauna that I have on hold, and if that's what somebody wants, with the right electric for a sauna. And exactly the size of a sauna. But should you choose to make it as a bedroom?
Because a spa, so your sauna could work,
If you choose to make it as a bedroom, we can turn that into a closet. You know, for me, I wanted the ultimate in luxury for the master.
Yeah, I see that.
And all the walls are beautifully tiled with fluorium tile to make it really feel like a spa. Extra space we had, so we gave extra closet space, which everybody needs, you know, for your linens, for the woman's extra pocketbooks, you name it. Immediately, you would normally see the water. Let me lift up these shades.
Check out the master bathroom. Super, super nice.
No, this is his bathroom.
Oh, that's his and hers bathroom. So
His
this
and
is
hers.
his bathroom with the closet.
Yeah, let me open this so that you...
so let's check out the closet for the... Look at the size of this master bathroom with the water view. So we have the ocean right here.
Let me bring those shades up for you.
The master closet, her closet, that looks like a Beau Harbor Shops store, right? I feel like I'm at Hermes or Dolce & Gabbana. Check out the detail of the closet. Oh my God. Patron Fra, everything. What a quality closet, huh?
That it's all done by Patron Fra. They just went into the closet business. When you open the door, look at the detail.
For the jewelry.
This is the same as a steering wheel on a Ferrari right here, right?
Yeah.
And inside you have the special lighting right here. Just the way it's done. Smells like a Ferrari, doesn't it?
Brand new. Smells like this is the same leather they use in the Ferrari.
On that steering wheel. Even the hangers are embossed by the company.
Well, let me tell you, it's the first time I see a Patron Fra closet.
Yeah.
That's the first. First time I see a kitchen done by Patron Fra.
Because they're cleaning the windows, so you can see though with the shade, when it's open, you have a full view of the water here. We can just take a little peek here. You get a full view of the water, but for privacy, this shade you can see out still with light, but you can't see in. So as you can see, this magnificent breeze and again, your water, beautiful water views.
So wake up, read your book, read your newspaper, reply your messages.
So there's television back boxes in every room. There's probably, I don't know, 20 of them are in the house or something. And then here you've got the first ergonomic holographic fireplace from Focus, delivered from France.
Wow.
It will crackle, it will change colors of the flame, and it will even give off heat upon command from your telephone. It's one of a kind.
You can hear the cracking.
Yeah, or you could turn that off if it bothers you. All, again, Patron Fra, and then you've got the projector accommodated for here. In case you want one of those short throw projectors, which are, you know, so such great quality now. And every window in here has both a blackout shade and a sheer. So for total darkness.
So the house comes literally ready.
The house comes ready.
You don't even have to think about the shades and the window treatment, nothing.
Well, in the master, we did provide them,
yeah.
But you know, we don't know what color and things people would want in other rooms. We left the rest of the bedrooms a little bit open to the imagination. But I do have furniture plans for all of them prepared. But I don't know if you have adults or children, so we left that open. This is a hand-painted finish of linen done painstakingly.
Oh, I thought it was wallpaper.
No, can do. No wallpaper in this house.
Wow.
Well, wallpaper collects mold behind it, especially in Florida houses. I see it so many times. This is hand-painted.
How cool. The texture and everything.
Yeah.
Like an artist had to do this.
She did. She was amazing. Continuing to clean and do our punch list. But how about waking up to this, yeah? Beautiful this time of day. At night, the house shines.
Can you put a beautiful mega yacht on AI right there, please?
And I have some, I have a $4 million Italian yacht.
Yeah.
You can put a mega, but somehow this Italian custom-made yacht,
You put a Riva.
I can
Right
give you a
there.
picture of that, or you could do whatever you want. I did superimpose a mega yacht there. The one that's Patron Fra does the interiors for. You did his already, but heated towel bar. This is meant to be like a locker room. You know, this is his very exquisite Patron Fra locker room, built in much the same way. I know you did it already, but I'm just showing you. And a steam shower for him. Heated towel bars for both. It's a steam shower. There's the controls.
Oh, look at this. Unbelievable. That's
And-
the life.
And you can just move right in. I have the Frette towels and the Frette linens. The bed is made. Just bring your toothbrush.
Ready to go.
Not huge, but smacks a good punch. You know,
I
you've
love the sink choices. Half bath downstairs, here. Everything, I mean, you can tell that you chose.
And you have a beautiful upstairs laundry.
How nice, huh? That's a really beautiful laundry room.
No compromise. Yeah.
Attention to the details. Look at that.
Even the drain, flush drain.
Now the wood covering the machine.
Beautiful bathroom with incredible tile from Florine, that just to give it some, and 12-foot doors, 12-foot flush doors.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that your 30 years experience building luxury homes are showing here. And you can also tell that you built this house thinking about all the details that an owner would love to have in their houses. So you thought about everything based on all of your experience during the years, building homes and getting feedback from people, from buyers. You put everything here in this house that is perfect. I could not find one flaw or one thing wrong with the house.
Thank you.
And I look at houses every day.
Yeah, you know, the thing is that I build with intention to how people would live. Because I've lived in the homes that I've built for 30 years, both as a mother, as an empty nester.
Through all seasons.
Through all the seasons. I'm 60 years old now, so I can look back and see all the things I did wrong or I missed.
And you got it right
And I
here.
corrected them
Yes.
in this one house, which I consider to be the culmination of all of my experience.
Yes.
And just one more detail, just to show you, when you look up at this ceiling, I want you to look up at the knife edge, dropped ceiling, the lighting. It's a three-level ceiling.
Three-level, yeah.
Starting at 14 feet. That's a very hard finish to do. Most people just do a square edge.
True.
The way that the air conditioning ducts and the lights are flush, the speakers are hidden behind the drywall in the ceiling. We have elevated riglets, and where we can't do them, we have baseboard inside of the drywall. So everything is done with intention, with the idea for future use, for any kind of changes that you might want to do.
Even weather change proof, because the house is elevated.
Yeah, we're at a 10-foot elevation.
10-foot elevation. So they're talking about the ocean is going to raise 10 centimeters. Here we are 10 foot above the ocean. So it's super safe also.
I really love the window design the architect came up with because it's so unique. So it doesn't feel like a library
It's true.
or like you're living inside of a glass house. You know, you have...
Made an art out of the windows,
Correct, yeah.
like a Pompidou in France.
Yeah. And these plants they're just planted, so everything is
It's going to grow.
immature
Yeah.
at the moment. But, the heart of the kitchen, heart of the house is in this kitchen.
It's true.
Which is
the first. I never saw Patron Fra chicken.
Isn't it beautiful,
Yeah.
though? You see where they hid the hood above the stove? Like it's the brass, the leather, the wood itself. These are Chicote fixtures. Chicote is one of the brands in the Patron Fra family. It's even if it can be higher, this beautiful way that everything is designed. It's all included.
Well, the inspiration for this is what?
I think
Boat,
theater
or
lighting.
yacht, or
Yeah.
theater.
Or yacht,
Theater, yeah.
theaters,
I see.
things like this.
Well, so here's an opportunity that we don't see every day. A brand new house available for sale, okay? Normally we see houses they're occupied, and houses there are 3 or 4 families already lived there. It's very rare to see and to have the chance to buy a brand new home. So this is a one-of-a-kind opportunity. And hurry up, if you're interested, call me and I'll schedule a showing with Hillary and we come see it while it's available, while it lasts.
While it lasts, yeah. We are just finishing.
I know, brand new.
The punch list, everything is perfect.
So if you are one of those clients that like to buy a brand new car, a brand new boat, a brand new plane, doesn't like anything used, here's your chance. Call us and we schedule a showing.